Good day and welcome to today's tutorial class. We'll be reproducing the object on the screen using isometric projection. We'll be producing it in isometric projection. Alright, so the very first thing is I'm going to produce the bottom cylinder of diameter 75 mm, and to draw that I'm going to actually produce first of all a 10 horizontal line in this order. Okay, then after that I'm going to produce a vertical line to it. Okay, and here is the vertical line like this. Right, so each of these lines should be produced faintly. Okay, now to draw an isometric, we'll be using our 30 by 60 degree set square. So this is a set square right here. Okay, this longer part is the 30 degree, while this area is 60 degree. So for this drawing, we'll be using the longer part, which is the 30 degrees. Okay, and from this point of intersection here at the perpendicular junction, I'm going to produce a line at angle 30 degrees to the horizontal plane right now. Okay, which is this, like that. Okay, and towards this side also I'll be producing a line at angle 30 degrees to the horizontal plane also, which is this also. All right, so take note of those lines. All right, so now the base, this is cylinder, the base is diameter diameter 75, and to proceed with that I'm going to pick my ruler. All right, so I'm going to measure 75. Okay, let me just pick my compass to make it far easier. Picking my compass, I'm going to measure 75 mm with my compass. This is 75. Standing at this junction, I strike an arc right here. Then on this axis also I strike an arc right here with the same 75. So doing that, I'm going to pick my set square with 30 degrees. I'm going to project from the 75 here like this faintly. All right, then also I'm going to project at the 75 degree at the 0.75 here also. I'm going to project that also like this faintly, also like this. Okay, so from this area 30 degrees and from this area 30 degrees, I have that base right there. Okay, so with my compass, half of 75 is that's 37.5. With my compass I measure 37.5, which is this. With 37.5, which is this, I'm going to stand right here and mark. All right, right here mark, and right here I mark. So with that I'm going to pick my ruler and join this faintly, those midpoints together faintly like this. All right, so do you see that? So take note. Then likewise from this area I'm going to join it faintly like this also, midpoint to midpoint faintly like this also. All right, so we have that. Then I'm going to join this junction to this junction, which is the longest diagonal. I'm going to do that now. All right, so with my ruler faintly also. So after doing that, so I'm going to pick my ruler from this junction here, okay, to this area here. I'm going to draw this. Take note please. I'm going to draw this like this. You see that? And from this junction here to this junction here, okay, I'm going to draw this also like that faintly. So doing that, I'm going to pick my compass. I'm going to sit at this junction comfortably like this, then extend my compass all the way down here. Take note, I'm going to extend my compass to this area here like this. With that radius on my compass, I'm going to I draw this. Okay, you can decide to draw it faintly or thick, it's your choice. Then you can come back and retrace it. So I'm drawing this now. So what we're actually applying here is the principle of isometric circle or isometric curve. So take note of that. All right, so now from this junction here, yeah, take note, this junction here, okay, I'm going to place my compass right here. Okay, then I'm going to pick this radius. Okay, I'm going to pick this radius right here. So with that radius I'm going to draw it like this. You see that? All right. So likewise on this area, but faintly on this area, I'm going to what? Do the same thing faintly like that. Take note of that. All right. Now, the next thing is this. I'm going to pick an height of 30 mm from this junction here. Okay, height of 30 mm, and that is because the height of that cylindrical part is what is 30. So from here now I pick what 30. This is the height of 30. Okay, from that height of 30, with my 30-degree set square, I'm going to slide it to that area right there like this. Okay, sliding it to the area right there like this. All right, then I'm going to what? I'm going to draw a line like this faintly all the way through like that faintly. Take note of that. All right, so with my 30-degree also, okay, not with my 30-degree yet. I'm going to pick my set square from this junction here. Okay, from this junction here, I'm going to draw a perpendicular upwards faintly. So the perpendicular line touches this line here on this area here. So I'm going to pick my compass or my ruler. The total length of our object here at the base there is 82 at the middle, 22, 22, and that is what mark of 126. Take note, I am producing this object on the scale of 1:1. On the scale of 1:1. So if you want to produce it on the scale of 2:1, you just multiply all the dimensions by 2. That's what we are going to do exactly. But I'm drawing this on the scale of 1:1. So I'm going to pick length of 126 divided by 2 is what? That's 63. I'm going to pick length of 63 with my compass. Okay, radius 63 with my compass. So this is 63 on my compass. I'm going to stand right at this junction here. Take note. Do you see this junction here? I'm going to what? Strike an arc towards this direction and strike an arc towards this direction. Take note. Do you see that? Aha. So after doing that, I'm going to produce perpendiculars or vertical lines at those marks. So the first mark here, I produce that. This mark here, I produce that also. And the thickness of this base is what? Is 25 millimeters. So with my ruler, I measure a mark of 25 millimeters, which is this. Okay, right here also 25 millimeters, which is what? This. And with my ruler, I draw this. Yeah, you can as well make it thick once and for all, because I'm needing it. So I draw this, I make it thick. Alright, I make it thick. So take note of that. Alright, take note of that. Alright, so I'm going to pick my set square. Alright, I'm going to draw this perpendicularly to this base here. See that? I'm making it thick also. Alright, so, and I'm going to pick my ruler. I'm going to take in this area also like this. Alright, I'm going to take in this all the way down here like this. So take note. I'm taking that all the way to that area. Okay, and I'm going to what? I'm going to take in this like this. Like this. Alright, so yeah, we are proceeding. So just take note. So I'm going to pick my 30-degree set square, 30 by 60-degree set square at angle 30 degrees. Okay, towards this direction here. Yeah, towards this direction here. I'm going to project 30 degrees at the bottom like this from that junction, faintly first like that, then sliding it to this area 30 degrees also like this. Take note. Alright, so I don't need this any longer. I can actually erase this. Let me erase this so that you don't get confused. Exactly. So this is the one I'm using. I'm not using this, so I'm going to take this off. like that. So do you see that? So that is it. So not forgetting that I'm going to actually stand at this junction again, and I'm going to finalize this area, which is here, and that is all I need from that area. You see that? That's all I need from that area. So which means this is not needed. I'm going to wipe it off. Take note. Take note. Now with my set square also at angle 30 degrees. Okay. At angle 30 degrees, I'm going to slide it all the way to the top here. Do you see that? All the way to the top right there. I'm going to draw this also faintly like that. Take note of that also. Yeah. Let me remove this to avoid confusion. Okay. Now the width of our object is that's 75. Okay. So with my ruler I measure. Okay, let me just use my compass to avoid mix up. So with my compass I measure 75, which is this. Okay, this 75. With 75 on my compass I stand right here at this junction. Okay, standing at this junction I let me just confirm that dimension again so as not to make any mistake. Okay, it is still intact. With 75 I stand right here, I mark. You see that? With 75 right at this junction here also I mark. Okay, probably from here also I mark. So with my ruler I can join these areas together like this. I'm going to make it stick once and for all. Okay, making it stick like this. Then here to here I'm going to make this area faint. I'm going to make it thin here, faintly like that. Take note. All right, so this area I'm going to make this bottom part thick also. All right, I'm going to make that thick also. Now the real work begins. Yeah, don't be amazed I said the real work begins. Yeah, you actually see what I'm trying to drive home. So I'm going to actually extend this vertical line here faintly like this upwards. Okay, likewise from this area also faintly upwards like that. You see that? Now I'm going to pick my compass. No, I don't need compass. Do I need? I can use my ruler. With my ruler, sorry for the noise, my place is closer to the airport, right? So that's the noise you're actually hearing in the background. I'm sorry for that. So from this junction here, all right, to the top is mark of 50. Yeah, from this area to here is 50. All right, so from this area to the top here is 50. I'm going to align it like this and draw faintly. I'm joining them together faintly like this. Right? Did you see that? Okay, now take note of that. Turkey, take note of that. So I'm going to get the midpoint of this thickness here, this dimension here, and the midpoint there is going to be 75 divided by 2. That's going to be 37.5. With my compass I pick 37.5, which is this. Right? Then I come here, I mark. I come here, I mark. So take note of that. I'm going to join those 2 points vertically, faintly. Okay, I'm going to join them faintly like that. So take note of that. All right. So right here, this height of 50, I'm going to get the midpoint, and the midpoint there is 2.525, which is this right here. And likewise, from this area 25 is this. So I'm joining those 2 points also faintly. I'm joining them faintly like this also. I'm joining them faintly like that also. Now, what's the next thing? So, the radius at this top here wasn't given, but since the distance from here to here is 50, so I'm going to use radius of 25. So, what I'm trying to say is I'm going to pick my compass, okay, with radius 2.5. Radius 25 is definitely here to here. Like this. Okay, that's 2.5. So with 2.5 I'm standing right here at the junction in center there. I'm marking left and right. I'm standing at this up here. I'm marking left and right. So having done that with my ruler, I'm going to join those 2 points together vertically like this. All right, faintly. You see that? Then coming down here also like this. Okay, faintly. So the principle I'm trying to apply is the same thing I did here. Principle of isometric circle or isometric curve. So then the next thing is I'm going to join this longest diagonal here like this, faintly. Right, then I'm going to join this area to this junction here like this, faintly. Then this area here to this junction like this, faintly. Right, after doing that, I'm going to pick my compass. I'm going to sit right at this junction here, extend my compass to this area right here. So take note of those points, and I'm going to draw this like this. I'm drawing it faintly first of all. Alright, then standing at this junction right here. Okay, extend my compass to this area right here. Then I'm going to draw this also faintly. I'm drawing them faintly. Take note, I'm drawing them faintly. So what I'm going to do is this: from this junction right here with my ruler tangential to this arc. You know what a tangent is? A straight line that touches the circumference of a circle or an arc at a point. That's tangent. So I'm going to draw from this junction to this arc here, this arc, yeah, this part of the circle here, tangentially to each other. I'm going to make that bold once and for all, and I'm having this, making it bold. I'm having this. So do you see that? That's it, and that is settled. Since that is settled, I can actually thicken this from here. I'm going to repeat this and just thicken it out like that, which is actually this. Then this, I'm going to actually pick this. So from the midpoint here, from the middle there, I thick. You see, I thicken from the middle there. I don't actually need this part here. So that's it. So are you following? Please look closely. Alright, look closely. So now the distance of our object of this area here from this edge here inwards is 22. With my ruler I pick mark of 22, which is that. From this area, mark of 22, which is this. Now the reason why I'm actually measuring a lot is because the set square I was actually using, my 30-degree set square, somebody stole it from where I actually left it. Because when I did the photographic, I left it to sort some stuff. So before I came back, somebody stole it. So I just need to improvise, alright? So just bear with me. Okay, so this video might actually be somehow long. Just bear with me. I'm very sorry for that. Okay. Now, having this to this 22, here to here 22, I'm going to produce a vertical line. Do I actually need that? No, I don't need it on the outside there. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick my 30-60-degree set square. Yeah. So my 30-degree set square. I'm going to come here like this. I'm going to slide it to this junction here. Okay, and draw from here faintly. Do you see that? I'm going to slide it here, draw from here faintly, then from here also. I'm just going to draw from here faintly also like this. So take note of those areas. Then I'm going to pick my set square. Alright, each of those junctions will be projected vertically upwards. Okay, vertically. One faintly. Alright, two, and and three. So take note of those points. Take note of those points. Okay, now note this area here. I'm calling this A. Note this area here. I'm calling it B. And note this bottom here. I'm calling it C. Note them. Okay, this area here. Okay, I'm calling it what? A D. This midpoint here, I'm calling it what? E. Take note. Alright, all of this stuff, you don't need to do that on your paper. I'm just trying to show you something, okay, so that you don't get confused. So from mark B, which is the midpoint here, you know, this my line from here. Take note of this line here. Okay, I can denote this as H, I, and J. Okay, my H here, I'm going to project B, midpoint of B, to my H here. So from the center of B, 30 degrees. So here is my B complement, this junction. Take note of that. This is my my B complement, take note, and my A also will be projected like this. So here is my what, my A complement, take note of that. So from my A complement I can actually project this. Okay, let me just erase some stuff so that I don't get confused. Okay, I'm going to erase this, like this, just for you so that I don't get confused. So take note of this line here coming to this junction. See this H, where this H and A from here intersects. That way I'm drawing now. Okay, I'm projecting it at 30 degrees. Okay, then what, like this. Did you see that? Faintly, it should be faint on your own paper. So now K, see, J, K, H, A complement. I have another square on the inside now. Take note, this square. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with now. Alright, so I'm going to join the longest diagonal here also, like this. I'm going to join it faintly, like this. Alright, after doing that, so I'm going to pick my ruler from, yeah, take note of this area, this eye, this way it intersects here. Take note, please. Take note. So maybe I should just zoom it out a little for you. You know, so that you can actually see what I'm doing clearly. Alright, yeah, I think it's better this way. So from this junction now, take note, from this area here, this eye line, let me show it very well so that you can see. Yeah, this one is not part of it, so that you don't get confused. Yeah, this eye line, okay, that junction to this area, like this, faintly, you see it. Then this area here, this junction here, take note where this B and this H intersect, which is here, to that same midpoint here. Okay, faintly, you see that also. So then I'm going to what, pick my compass. Picking my compass, I'm going to come right to the junction here, extend it to this area here like this, and what, and draw something. I'm going to make it faint first of all. Alright, then I'm going to place the same compass right here like this to this very junction here, and what, and draw this also faintly like that. So I'm going to pick my ruler. This is my mark of 22 here. Okay, tangentially to this, the same thing I did here, tangentially here. So I'm going to what, I'm going to draw this like this, make it thick once and for all, make it thick. So having it that way, so the midpoint here to the midpoint here. Okay, take note of that. I'm going to what, join that like this. I'm going to make it thick once and for all. Then from this junction to this curve here, I'm going to just make it tangential like this. Okay, tangential like that. Then I can now take in with the stops out with my compass. Alright, I'm taking it out with my compass right there. Then from here also, so that is it. So this area is set to like that. Can you see? So but it remains a circle on the inside, and that circle is diameter 25. Diameter 25, that is going to be radius 12.5. Okay, so with my compass I'm picking radius 12.5, which is already there. This radius 12.5. Okay, sitting at the center, this middle, take note, sitting at this middle right here, I mark left, right, and from that same middle, bottom and what, and top. See, I mark. So with that I pick my what, 30-degree set square. Okay, I project to the bottom where I mark, I draw faintly. I project to the top which I mark, I draw what, faintly. Alright, then vertically on this mark here, I draw faintly. Then on this mark here, vertically, I also draw faintly. Alright, so doing all of that with my ruler from here to this place here, I was make it faint from here to here also. I want make it faint. So picking my compass now, standing right here to this area here. Take note of the point I'm picking. That's why I'm not fast. It's okay. That's why I'm taking it slow. Okay. So I'm going to draw this. You see that? Okay. Standing right here. Okay. From here to here. You see that? This junction to this junction here. Okay. Then with my compass standing right here. You can see what I'm doing. This standing right here to this area like this. I draw. Then standing right here like this. I also draw. You see that? Then I'm going to pick my ruler and join this point, bottom point here like this. Make it bold. Yeah, that is that area right there. So now I am proceeding all the way to this area. All right, I'm proceeding all the way to this area. So okay, let me erase in your sheet. Don't erase. I'm only erasing so that you won't get confused. On your own sheet, don't erase this part I'm erasing. Just make them very faint, make them very thin. You understand? Because those are part of what your lecturer or instructor will use to assess your work. Okay, it is going to be part of your assessment. So don't erase them, please. Don't erase them. That is why it is. That's why I said you should draw them faintly. They will be on the background. Yeah, you draw them faintly. But I'm only erasing them so that you don't get confused. You get that I'm erasing those tiny lines. Initially, you shouldn't erase them. So exactly. Now, having this area clear now. Okay. So I'm going to try and locate the midpoint here. Alright. And to locate the midpoint here, I'm just going to pick my set square like this. Okay, from this center here all the way. Do you see that? And I'm going to transfer this midpoint all the way down. So that's it. That's our center right there. So and diameter 50 is what? Radius of what? Radius of 25. So with my compass, I measure radius 25. This 25 on my compass. I stand right here. I mark left and right. Okay. I pick my set square. Alright. The mark here, I project it faintly upwards. Do you see that? Midpoint here, I project it faintly upwards. Then this area also, I project it faintly upwards. Now, let me erase lines that will disturb you. On your sheet, you don't need to erase them, it's part of your work. But right here, I'm erasing it so that you don't get confused. So take note of that, right? Erasing it so that you don't get confused. Okay. So now, with my 25 likewise, I'm going to stand right here. I'm going to mark 1 and what? I'm going to mark 2. I'm doing the same thing right here. I'm marking 1 and what? 2. So marking those areas, I'm going to align this to this. Then what? Join 1 here to here, and what? Joining 2. You see that? So I'm going to join the longest diagonal from here to here like this faintly. Alright, then from here to here like this. Okay, then from this area to this area like this. You see that? So next is to pick my compass, right? Standing right here to this area. Then what? I'm going to what? I draw. I'm drawing faintly first of all, right? Then standing right here like this to this area. I draw faintly also. I draw faintly also. So having that, I'm going to pick my ruler from this junction tangential to this area like this. I draw. Then I'm going to the same thing also from here tangential to this curve here like this. Okay. Yeah, like this. I draw also. So with that settled, I can thicken this area out now from here to here like this. So thicken that, and what? Right here, I'm going to thicken this also. Like this. You see that? So settled, right? Okay, so distance there is what? 22. With my ruler, I pick mark of 22. Mark of 22, which is this. Okay, okay, I don't even need to pick it over there. Yeah. So let me just project this junction inwards. Okay, with my 30-degree. Like this. You see that? Alright. So then I pick my ruler, distance of what? Of 22. Of 22, which is this. Which is this. Okay, I'm going to project that vertically. Okay, like this. Alright. So I'm going to project this area here like this. Okay, let me wipe these ones off so that you don't get confused also. Wipe these ones off. Alright. So with my 30-degree set square, from this area I draw faintly. From this area I draw faintly. Alright. And from this junction here, I draw also faintly. You see that? So then I'm going to what? Set my set square like this. Okay. To this junction here, and I'm going to draw like this. Do you see that? So take note. So all I'm going to do now is this. I'm going to pick my set square. Yeah, from this junction. Okay, vertically. Downward. Okay, to still come down, sorry. Okay, that's settled. Then from this junction at 30 degrees, like this. Yeah, so I'm having the first edge of my square, second edge, third edge, and the fourth edge. Take note of that. Right. So I'm having my ruler. With my ruler, I'm going to join here to here like this, faintly, right? With my ruler from this junction here to this area here, alright, to this area here like this. Come here, just be careful. Yeah, like this, yeah. Faintly, you draw it faintly, okay? And this junction also, okay. I made a mistake. God, I made a mistake with this one here. I'm gonna actually take note. So this junction here of our square to this area, now where I'm joining, please. So I join that, okay, from this area here to this same junction here. Alright, I join that also. You see that? So then I'm going to pick my compass now. With my compass. Alright. With my compass standing right here to here. Okay. I draw faintly. I make it faint. Okay. Then standing right here like this. Okay. To this area here, I also draw faintly. I make this faint. Alright. Then I'm going to see, I'm going to join this area to this area here. I'm going to make that thick first. Make it thick. So after thickening it with my compass, I can come back here and thicken the shape right there. You see that? So likewise, this is the mark of 22 here that I measured earlier on. Here to here is 22 from this area tangentially to this. I'm going to what? Make it thick. Alright. Then I can now what? I can now thicken my curve here. Alright. You see that? That is it. So we have a circle right here, just like this. Around that one, the diameter what? Diameter 25. That's radius 12.5. So with radius 12.5 on my compass at this midpoint here, yeah, the center here. Take note of that center there. I'm going to what? Mark left, right, top and bottom. So I'm going to pick my 3060, my 30 degree set square from this point here. I draw faintly, sliding it to this point here. Also, I draw from here also faintly. Take note, just take note of what I'm doing. Alright. So with my set square from this area which I mark here, I draw faintly. Then this area here I draw faintly. So this forms my square. Take note of that. So I'm going to pick my ruler. Picking my ruler from this junction here to this area here like this. You see that? Like this, and from this junction here to this area like this. Okay, and I'm going to pick my compass. With my compass, I'm going to sit at this junction here, extend my compass to this area here, and draw something smooth like this. Then standing at the opposite corner here, I'm going to join this like this. Take note. Right, then sitting at this junction here like this, I'm going to draw this. Can you see that? Then sitting right here, I'm going to draw this also. I'm going to draw that also. So you see, we're almost done. Alright, then I'm going to join this all the way down here like this. You see that? I'm joining that. So we have a circle of diameter 40 at the center here. Okay, and that's going to be, let me just get the mark of from the edge here, mark of 63. Okay, I don't even need to start getting. This is our center here. So I can as well project this area upwards like this. Yeah, this area project it upwards. So these are midpoints right there. Okay, so with my 30 degree set square, I'm going to slide to that midpoint and produce this like this. You see that? So now this is the this is the center line here, and this is center line where they meet at this area here, and that is the circle here is diameter 40. So with my compass, I'm going to pick radius 20. With my compass, radius 20. So I pick 20 now. This is 20. Okay, this is 20. I stand right here. Then I 1, 2, 3, and 4. So next is pick my set square, 30 degree set square. Slide to this area here. Okay, this area here, and draw this faintly. Do you see that? Slide to this junction here. Take notes. And faintly. Okay, slide to this area here also. and what, faintly, then slide to this area here, then what, faintly. All right, after doing that, I'm going to what, join the longest diagonal. Okay, yeah, I am going to forward the video to you on the basics of this thing I'm doing, this principle of isometric circle. I have a basic video on it that will take you through the rudiment. All right, I will share that with you also. So from this junction up here, okay, from this to this, like this, then I'm going to pick my compass. With my compass right now standing right here at that junction, extending my compass down here like this. All right, like this. I'm having this, like this. You see that? So standing right here, I'm having this here. Yeah, so I don't actually need this part since it is infringing. So let me retrace this area here. Okay, so all I have to do is just cover this area up, which is from here to here, like this. All right, like this. All right, and that brings us to the end of this problem. Yeah, that's quite long, but it's actually worth it. It's worth it. All right, so that is the isometric projection of the object on the screen on a scale of 1:1. Take note, if you are to produce this on a scale of 1:2, you are going to multiply every dimension used here by 2. You multiply them by 2. All right, sorry for the noise. I told you I stay closer to the airport, so that's the noise of an airplane. I'm sorry for that. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this particular video. All right, thank you. So if I am too fast in one way or the other, you can actually adjust the play speed, you understand, to your own preference on the settings. All right, thank you very much.